Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospects Central 101. My name is Chris Robbins, and today we are joined by,
Braden.
and we're going to be watching some Kyler Murray with you guys. So, welcome all Arizona Cardinals fans for watching this after the draft. Don't forget to check out some of our other videos in case we draft someone else that you guys have taken. But yeah, today we're going to be focusing on Kyler Murray. He is a fourth-year junior who plays quarterback for Oklahoma, now Arizona. He is 5'10
I,
and what?
I'll laugh if we. Well, actually, I won't laugh. I'll cry. But if he goes to a team other than the Cardinals, that'd be that'd be a twist.
Oh, I would probably find that very enjoyable. It would be very exciting.
Yeah, that'd be fun if they traded down from one. That'd be
Okay,
fun.
well, number one overall pick. What about that?
Yes, that he will go number one. It's just top four. How about that?
Okay.
He doesn't get past the
Top
Raiders.
four.
That was a good range of teams right there.
Did you do that on purpose?
Not honestly, it just kind of came out.
Oh, okay. I thought you did that on purpose.
No, I didn't honestly.
Oh, okay. Um, for those of you
Anyway,
guys who don't know, Bernie is a Broncos fan, and fourth is obviously Oakland. So, uh,
well, I mean they do have legitimate interest in him, so I wasn't. Yeah.
So yeah, going back to Kyler, he is listed officially at the combine at, and I believe at the pro day. Those might even be updated for the pro day. 5'10" and an eighth, 207, 9 and a half. Got that wrong. Inch hands and 28.5 inch arms. Jeez. Okay. So I guess we'll start with the arm length. Does that matter at all for you?
I mean, it's not ideal, but for a quarterback, I'm more worried about a
That's
hand size and an arm length, to be honest, for a quarterback.
that's kind of where I'm at too, but like 4 inches smaller.
Yeah, that's a yikes moment right there.
And compared to Tyree Jackson, who's at 34,
Well,
yeah.
Tyree Jackson is an absolute unit.
um, also, he was born on 8/7/97. If you guys care about age, I particularly don't, unless it's something like 94. Shout out to Ryan Finley, who's like 3 years older than Kyler Murray. But yeah. Any other things? You mentioned hand size. That actually seems pretty decent at 9 and a half, right?
Yeah, that's the threshold is 9 1/4, but I mean Drew Lock has 9 inch hands and he can do the weather just fine. Personally, as long as they have 9 inch hands or more, and they've shown that they can go in tough weather, which in Arizona, unless he's playing in like Seattle in December, you really don't have to worry about.
Nice.
But yeah, no.
So finally, we'll also, of course, the height. Only 5'10", 1/8. Anything at all there?
I mean, it's not ideal, but if it's worked, I'm more concerned about the weight.
Even though he's at 207?
The thing about that is he didn't do anything at the combine, where he weighed in. So my suspicion is he put on like a, a bunch of water weight and he'd be under 200 when he plays. That's my suspicion. I
Yeah.
could be wrong, but that's just a guess that I had.
So, for the record, what does Oklahoma have him at? Oklahoma had him at 195.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And 5'10" is whatever, but if you're under 200 pounds as an NFL quarterback, that's kind of where I start to get a little bit concerned.
Interesting.
Because if you get double teamed by Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, you know, if you're under 200 pounds, probably not going to go out work so hot.
So, also, disclaimer, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video when we opened, but these are not my grades. This is Mark Jarvis's database. And yeah, props to him for putting all the tape together for us. That's really what I use this for. is the
My,
tape collections. So
did
if you
my
guys,
guy really put Daniel Jones as a 7?
yeah, QB1.
That's a tough scene right there.
Remember being his QB2.
That's a very, very, very tough scene.
So, yeah, for those of you guys looking for tape, he has, obviously, this is just the quarterback's page, all the tabs are down there. But definitely feel free to check out his database and check out all of his rankings and stuff like that, too. In fact, you know what? How about we do this? I'm interested to see, is this the profile or is this just another tape link?
Survey
It is.
says, yay.
Worst possible is Johnny Manziel, middle is Mike Vick, and ceiling is Russell Wilson.
I mean, yeah. Michael Vick is pretty good. You know, Michael Vick was pretty decent before, he did something illegal.
Yeah. And then we'll probably take a closer look at some of this stuff, like after, once we've actually gone through taping everything. But he has him as a 6.
What does that reference? Like, what is that related to everything?
Quality NFL starter.
Fair enough, I guess.
He has Daniel Jones as a Pro Bowler, the only Pro Bowler quarterback in the class.
That's a very tough scene right there. Second round value.
Oh, to be fair, part of it is RAS. He didn't do any drills.
Again.
So he gave him a 2.08 RAS when in all actuality, let's be real, Kyler is not a poor athlete.
Yeah, that's kind of a dumb thing right there.
Yep. So, let's take overall. Those are pretty good though. But yeah, okay. Oh, he watched West Virginia. Okay. Whatever.
You came to that okay. Alright, I'm just gonna... Okay. You can't tell I'm not the biggest fan of that ranking.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm not going to say a lot here, because hot take, well, I don't know if this actually is a hot take or what you would call this. I haven't really watched a lot of Kyler Murray tape yet.
Huh.
I do not really care to watch quarterbacks that much, unless I have a particular attachment to one like I did with Lamar last year. I like watching guys live. If they're good, then cool. If not, then okay. So I saw the Alabama game live on TV, but
Yeah.
I have not really watched any tape on Kyler. Just like hardcore, like breaking stuff down in
Yeah. What year did you graduate high school, Chris?
2016.
Very cool.
So for those of you guys who cannot pick out the quarterback on the football field, Kyler Murray is number 1.
Yeah. Also, you probably need to check out a couple other videos before coming back if you can't identify a quarterback.
This was, of course, the bowl game too.
Yeah. Which, in my opinion, is dumb. Replacing New Year's Six bowls with college, they should just call it semifinals. And
We need to do a video on that. Oh, that was a nice get off by 92. Was that Isaiah Bugs? Or was that Raekwon? Oh, it was Quinnen. Duh.
yeah, that's a nice tackle right there. That's a real good tackle.
Anthony James. Rip. Christian Miller. Ooh, nice bend. So, I know I'm watching the Alabama guys, because honestly, I don't really care too much to watch Kyler.
Oh,
But, the one thing that's really interesting to me, based on the first couple snaps,
Yeah.
is, like, do you ever see him feel that pressure?
No.
So while he's viewed of as this great running quarterback, he takes a look to the left to start the play. He's watching 15. I don't think he ever really sees Christian Miller. So even though he's viewed of as this great quarterback who can escape the pocket and run around or whatever, I think that his mobility is overrated.
Yeah.
Because okay, so let me preface that by saying this: the number one asset to being a to being a mobile quarterback is the ability to use your mobility to escape pressure.
Yeah.
Your mobility to run the football is always a second or third or fourth or fifth asset. And that's why I was so sold on Lamar last year, is because Louisville's offensive line was abysmal. So what he had to do and what he did well was use his mobility as a way to escape pressure and extend plays. With Kyler, I don't really think that's as much the case. And part of that is because his offensive line is 5 times better. He has 3 day 2 offensive linemen in the draft.
And then Cody Ford, and he's number day 1.
Who's the fourth? I was referring to Cody Ford as the day 2 guy.
Oh, never mind then.
I mean, he might end up going round 1, but like in terms of my grades, he's a second rounder.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Ben Powers, Justamia, and Cody Ford are all second, third round guys. Lamar Jackson did not have a draftable guy to me. I mean, obviously, Jerome Christian got drafted. Yeehaw. Yippee-ki-yay, celebrate good times, but
In the third
like,
round, nonetheless.
I had no draftable grade on him, I'm not gonna lie. And like, Becton is, oh, he's defense anyway. But yeah, there's like not really anyone on Louisville's offensive line. And I feel like that almost kind of plays some of Lamar's mobility because he had to use that mobility to extend those plays, throw on the run, throw under pressure. We got to see a lot more of those types of things from Lamar. Whereas with Kyler, it's kind of improv. And it's kind of like, okay, here's a designed run. Okay, here's a I'm gonna run around and make a spectacular play. It's almost more Russell Wilson type of play. But again, the difference between him and Russell Wilson to me is that Russell Wilson uses his mobility to run away from pressure. Hot take, but Kyler Murray more often than not uses his mobility to run into pressure. We'll see some of that later. Designed RPO, or that was actually a read option. Oof.
Tough scene.
Stay in the pocket. There you go. Not a good throw, though. Good coverage by Maven. Looked like it sort on. Okay, first off, how do you overthrow Hollywood Brown?
You know, that's a good thing to ask. Well, we definitely know his arm strength isn't lacking.
Yep, that was a nice blocking pass, too. Nice, good tight spiral. Great ball placement. Rip.
F.
Nice pass defense. That ball, right, the ball really quick there for a 4th down play. Was he really being all that pressured?
I mean, I guess
Quinnen.
by Quinnen, but he could
Yeah.
just step up to the left. Yeah, I guess.
Who's this guy? $43? That's Christian Miller, isn't it?
Don't know.
Okay, to be fair, from that view, that actually looked like a good pass. I'm not gonna lie. Watch where he places this ball. That's actually pretty, and like right there, that's a nice hit to knock it out. That's actually kind of catchable. It looked a lot worse on broadcast view. Okay, so this is where the arm thing, I think, kind of, I don't want to say triggers, but like, is weird to me. Watch his throwing motion. Was that different to you at all, or was that just me?
From like, yeah, it kind of seemed like it was like shorter or something.
And actually, what I'll do is I'll slow this down to 25 for a second. Like, the throwing motion just seems really awkward to me. It works, I guess, but it almost feels like he's short-arming it. And actually, that's probably a good view to show it from. Huh? It just looks short.
Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe it's the release point?
It's like it looks fine, like when
In
he.
slow-mo, yeah. It's quick. It's not like a slow thing where he looks like super slow.
Like that looks different. I don't know
Mhm.
why. Didn't that like throw look like the motion look different that play, or am I tripping?
That played in the last one, not really,
Okay.
but like, compared to all of his throws, compared to all of Locke's throws, for example, that like I think it's the release point,
Yeah.
and you'll see it here what I'm talking about. A lot of guys they throw 3/4, and he's throwing 50.
Okay.
The elbow goes back too, instead of drops. But yeah, he's throwing 90. And then the release point. Lower body mechanics are fine. But yeah, he starts out, and then also the way that the ball starts out sideways is maybe I just never noticed that before. But yeah, it's like he's short arming his throws. It's honestly it's impressive he's able to generate that kind of velocity. What a drop, Hollywood.
That's a tough scene. That was the most obvious flea flicker of all time.
Right? Nice cuts.
That was more of a poor job by the running back to disguise
Oh, what
that.
a block. God dang, bro. Watch this receiver who comes across. Number 2.
That's like Ed McCaffrey in the Super Bowl back in the day.
Nice for the height factors. Value pass. He didn't even have to jump for that. Oh, well, he did anyway. But yeah, he just gets a hand up. Easy deflection for Anthony. That's kind of where the height bothers me a little bit. That was a nice ball placement on the boundary, though. Beautiful ball placement on the boundary.
Got 2 feet in too.
Like, okay, that's what I was talking about earlier. I talked about how he tends to like run into pressure. If he stays, I mean, granted, this might have been a designed run, but like if he stays in the pocket to make this throw, he could have easily hit the slip screen. Because that's a running back, that's a defensive tackle, unless that's cornering, which I don't think it is. And even if it is cornering, you're probably not catching up to the running back. And the blocking down the field is great. You have a one-on-one matchup. So, but instead, what he's going to do is he's going to run around here and basically run right into all these guys. And that was not Quinn, that was Isaiah Bucks. What a rip decision. Oh, I guess they just. Oh, why was he? That's just terrible receiving play. Let's be real.
Yeah. I was like, the decision looked fine. It's just that was just a terrible play by the receiver.
Rip the interior guard.
Like, that's a good play right there to use it to achieve and throw. Drop it off. Thank you.
Great touch. I like the arc.
If this dude doesn't know how to slide, I'm going to be so pissed off.
I don't know if you consider that a slide or not.
No, that's falling. Well, he's a top 10 pick in the MLB draft. He should know how to slide. That's a great touch right there.
Oof. Man, what a route.
That was a great job right there on that route. He just missed.
If Hollywood busts because he has that list rank, I'm going to be so disappointed in him. He's a baller, man.
Number 2, CD Lamb. Pretty damn good.
Top 10 receiver in next year's class.
Yeah.
That should have been picked.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision right there.
I get what he was trying to do. He's trying to redirect this guy back across.
Yeah, that should have been picked.
Oh, nice move. Rip your ankle, though. Oh, man. Ball placement. Ball placement. Wow, that was a
That's
rip.
just a drop.
He did
Oh,
throw it a little bit behind him, but
that
that's...
should still have been caught.
Yeah. Ooh, didn't slide there and knocked him out.
My guy, you're top 10 pick in baseball. Slide.
I do like how he gets the ball out quick, more
Yeah,
often than not. There's been a couple of times he's held it, but in general he's decent about. Oh, nice. That was a good play.
that was a beautiful throw.
That's me on Madden 19.
Yeah.
I love the arc as well. Really nice trajectory of the pass.
I like how the guy drug his feet like that was like even though it was completely not necessary.
Batted pass again. Oh
Oh
no, Queen just hammered him.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about.
Oh,
So
keep it
he
that time
jumped.
though. Great defense by the team. They did not call that offsides.
Huh?
It's 4th and 5.
Yeah, I that's peculiar.
There you go. Nice. I probably would have taken a different gap, but
Slide. I mean, that works.
I mean, to be fair, he slid when you told him to.
That was a false start.
Probably didn't call it. Of course, it doesn't really matter anyway. It
Should
was almost picked. What was that decision, though?
that was not a good decision, nor he could throw,
3 guys.
and that should have been picked.
That was a nice throw. Ball placement. I like the low pass. Nice job getting that out under pressure as well. Back footed. That was really good defense.
Yeah.
Is that what's his face? Top guy next year? Diggs?
Uh, maybe. Don't know. Did you almost drop the snap?
Probably.
Eh.
It's played by CD. CDE. FG. HIJK. Why, bruh?
What?
Why did you just do that?
The only thing I can think of is if that was a designed play.
They still should bring an option. At worst. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're all free flowing over. If you're only okay, I do really like reading Riley's playbook for the most part. But if your only option is the running back or quarterback scramble, and all these receivers are blocking,
That's a yikes.
that's not exactly the best play design of all time. He was down, by the way.
Yeah, no. The ground forced the fumble.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nice eagle route. Good ball placement, I guess. Even though he probably should have been standing up. Okay, like let's be real. If the corner is standing up, that's a lot harder of a catch. And there's a
Yeah.
possibility that that's picked because it's not on the outside.
Yeah.
That's at least defended. But I guess it's fine. That was behind him too. Well, I mean open grass, but dude, like why are you running around so much? He literally almost ran right into Quinn Williams. And that was a very interesting slide.
It's like he was gonna do it, and then he decided to like not do it, and then he was like, "Okay, I need to do it." Actually,
And then he like fell to the ground. He didn't even really slide. 99. Oh, how is he not down?
okay, there we go. I was about to say,
Oh,
oh
crap.
damn,
That's wild, bro. Nice. Double cross. Nice route combo. That's going to be called back. Or not.
no, the Oklahoma player had his helmet taken off.
Oh, okay. So, through a game.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty good, you know. He did. He showed some good plays with ball placement, and he showed off, you know, how fast he is. But it's like at other times, like his ball placement got wonky. His decision making was kind of iffy for me, and it's just his decision making was iffy. And then, come on, well, anything. I can't think of the last one.
Arm strength and velocity looked good.
Yeah,
Throwing motion was a bit awkward at times.
but it didn't seem to affect him, you know.
He had the one batted pass.
I mean, to be fair, Brock Osweiler's had batted passes.
And he looked erratic.
It's like his pocket movement is erratic, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Just throwing out there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Kansas.
What can he do against a worse team? Oh, this isn't gonna be okay. It's 11 minutes. I was about to say this isn't about to be a highlight tape, is it? I mean, unless he has 11 minutes of highlights.
I mean, it's Kansas, so it's possible.
That is not a highlight.
And that is not.
Didn't you say he did that a couple times in the last game too?
I only noticed it once, and it's like he didn't fully drop it, but it got close. That was a good decision.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting. Oh,
Oh, that's the third or fourth time at least he's overthrown Hollywood. That time he underthrew. Pitch. Oh, nice fake
oh, that was
out.
nice. Good for the Texas. I cannot care. Good for Ellen. Good for Sam. Can we go back to Oklahoma, please? Thank you. Like that's
All that for 3 yards.
4 nation. Like he got the first down, so I guess, but
Triple coverage. We'll start with that.
yeah, I was about to say
Even
that
if
was triple covered, so that was an interesting decision.
even if you like really can't hit on the throw, which I mean you probably could, but like that pass interference or whatever. Yeah, that was uncatchable. I mean, honestly, the throw might have been almost as bad as the decision. Back-footed doesn't matter though. Just take a little bit of the ball, stay out with it. Do we have a voice issue?
Huh?
Admin chat joke. Were you here for that?
What?
Were you here when for the Trevor Lawrence championship game in LDT versus Alabama that 1 year. That was last year, wasn't it?
On my key, that was this year, so yeah, I was.
Yeah, okay. There was a joke going around about how I said that Trevor Lawrence's voice was too quiet.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, look at this play. Watch the right tackle. Of course, it doesn't really matter, but left side didn't hear him. Ain't this supposed to be a home game anyway?
Yeah.
Dude, now you run.
Dog.
I mean, way to go Hollywood, saving the day. Oh my!
Oh. Well, you just got your receiver killed. I was like, okay, I guess, and then I thought he was
Pop
about to.
goes the weasel.
I thought he was about to go for a second, then boom.
Oh, there it is again. Pop goes the weasel. Oh, nice job slipping out of the sack. Oh, rip.
That was. Oh no. That was trying to play hero ball right there.
Against Kansas.
I don't know. It's like, why did he really? It's like he threw it across his body. It's like he didn't see the underneath guy, you know?
Height.
Yeah. It's like, to be fair, it was a good play to jump up and get it, but still. Pitch, good decision.
That should not have been that difficult. I get Hollywood is 5'9", but like the dude is wide open. He should not have to jump for that catch. And again, second or third play already that this game, height has been a factor for him. If he's a little bit taller, he doesn't have to arc that ball as much over the defender. Doesn't have to make him jump and fall. That was nice.
That was nice.
Oh my goodness.
I wish we had a replay of that. I want to see, like, was that just a miss or run thing? Dude.
It looked like a miss to me. I'll go back and replay it.
No, that's a miss.
I mean, he looks pretty wide open to me.
No, I'm not denying that he's open. I'm just saying that it's like, did Hollywood just make a big poor effort at it, or? I mean, kinda.
He probably could have been more aggressive, but I mean, that's not really the best ball either.
Yeah.
That was on third down.
Yeah.
Is that Daniel Wise? Oh no, that's back. Almost jumped. You got lucky he didn't snap that. Oh, they are going for it. Oh, rip you. You got lucky that your offensive lineman held. Right into the pressure. He literally ran right into that edge defender. Right here.
I don't even know why he's going backward. That's still a clean pocket.
At this point, he's running literally right into the edge defender.
That's a flag. That was also very indecisive right there.
That was probably unnecessary, but I don't really care. It's
I
not
was
like he
like, that was a bit late.
Well, you still have to touch the guy down, I think.
No, not an NCAA.
I thought if it was behind the line of scrimmage, you have to touch him.
I don't think so.
Oh. All out pressure. Nice pickup. Great job to outrun this defensive tackle here. Does a really nice job at 195 pounds outrunning a 310-pound guy.
Yeah, it's respectable.
That was somewhat of a joke.
Oh,
That should have been caught
and
by
that should have also been
Pitt.
Oh,
Yeah. That was great D.
That also was a horrific underthrow.
Was it?
Like right here, Lamb had him beat. Like if you pause it right at the top, like right there, if he doesn't have to go back for that ball and keeps running, he has him beat.
Yeah. Dang.
So that's that was a terrible underthrow.
That's great coverage from 16.
Yeah, it's great coverage too. I'm just saying.
Oh, I completely agree. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really that big of a fan on Kyler based on what we've seen so far.
It's like he's good, but I still prefer Haskins from what I'm seeing again, you know?
Yep. And honestly, based on this, I might prefer Locke. At least Locke is doing this kind of stuff against SEC teams. What was that?
That was actually pretty decent defense, that play.
I'm thinking decision. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
To be fair, he's
trying back there, 4 Mississippi.
What he's trying to do here, trying to play the devil's advocate, is he's trying to lead him.
Lead him right into this defender?
No, well, play it and let me kind of go justify this a little bit. Basically, what I'm my thing is okay, never mind. What I thought I saw was if the defender didn't catch it, he would have kept running, but no, he had to stop for that. So never mind. That was not very ideal, sir. I thought he caught that. I was about to go ballistic.
Well, even if that underneath defender wasn't there, you still had the guy that's playing him fairly tight.
Yeah.
We need to do a video on him. I don't care if the Lions draft him or not, or if Denver drafts him or not.
He gone. Well,
If we're doing another video tonight, we should do that.
probably not. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. There's the speed.
Against Kansas. Rip that pursuit angle from the safety, by the way.
Yeah, that was a horrific angle.
And with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, they finally had. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. This is hilarious. I think you're probably gonna laugh at this.
Okay.
You know who Kyler Murray reminds me of as a quarterback?
Who?
Take out. Now, as I say this doesn't include size, and this doesn't include mobility.
I already know who I have a guess who you're gonna think.
Okay.
Who you're gonna take Tebow?
Nope.
Oh.
A lot more recent than Tim Tebow.
Oh. I have no idea then.
Josh Allen.
Okay, I want to hear this.
His deep ball accuracy, the way he overthrows receivers, like Hollywood. How many times have we seen him overthrow Hollywood Brown?
Like at least 4 times
I
that I
was
can
gonna say like
distinctively
at least
remember.
5.
I'm like I can distinctively remember at least 4.
The velocity on the throws is really nice. In fact, his arm strength is probably his best strength to me right now.
I know, like
his accuracy is iffy.
I wouldn't say it's as bad as Allen. I'd say it's more inconsistent than anything.
I thought Allen's was inconsistent. I thought, of course, if you remember my grades from last year, I had Allen QB2.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm seeing a lot of the same negatives. The difference is that Kyler is at least a half foot shorter. I forgot exactly what Allen came in at. And about, 50 pounds lighter?
Yeah, I'm like, Allen was 6'5", I want to say. Or 6'4", 6'5".
And like, what, 240?
No, that's not. No, not that bad. I don't think it was that much. Let me look it up real quick. I can find my damn phone.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of missing, especially the deep ball accuracy, the under pressure, he's been okay under pressure. A little bit better than Allen was last year. But
Josh Allen, he's 6. No, that's Josh Gordon. 6'5", 2. Okay, pretty much 6'5", 237.
Yes, this
So, yeah,
6'5",
240. Pretty much.
So he's about roughly 45 pounds heavier and about half foot taller. But in terms of like the traits and things, like they both have issues with deep accuracy. Allen a little bit more so under pressure, but in terms of like sharks and stuff, Kyler under pressure is not really all that great. He doesn't face as much pressure either because, as obviously, Allen played for Wyoming, so he didn't really necessarily have the best supporting cast that Kyler Murray has with Hollywood Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Drew Samia, Ben Powers, and Cody Ford. And honestly, they both have systems that found ways to get receivers open. I think Allen had a little bit more pro-style concepts, whereas Kyler's was a little bit more separation reliant. And like skill reliant, but honestly, like in terms of the accuracy and the ball placement inconsistencies and the arm strength being the foretelling trait, they're kind of similar as passers. Just, I mean, a completely outside the box thought, but this is what I'm seeing. And decision making, too. In terms of throwing into tighter coverage, like he did there. We saw quite a bit of that from Josh Allen last year, too.
Sir?
So, yeah, take out the size and mobility factors and looking at them strictly as passers, as quarterbacks.
That was a good throw.
And what's funny is a lot of people are going to laugh at that based simply on Kyler's mobility and size. And, oh yeah, he's Russell Wilson, but honestly, in terms of traits, I'm seeing more Josh Allen than Russell Wilson.
All right. So
Cool.
Kansas. So Oklahoma State.
Any thoughts on the Kansas game?
Should have been a lot better considering they're playing Kansas.
Yeah.
Good Lord, it's almost 1 a.m.
And it's what, 3 here?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nothing new. I'm probably going to be pulling like 18-hour days the next week.
Yeah.
That was pretty decent. Okay, nice job keeping his eyes downfield at least.
Yeah.
76 on the string for Jimmy Butler. Didn't they lose again today?
No, they won.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they won by a good bit.
I just saw that Joel Embiid farted.
Tough scene.
So I thought they stunk it up.
Oh, no. I think they meant that he literally, he didn't play.
Oh.
That was a good throw.
Yep. 4 of 4 so far. No interceptions yet.
I'm pretty sure he didn't have one in this game.
Back when Florida was 15. Actually, you know what? They beat us in the bowl game, so I'm not going to say anything. I was about to say, like, throwback to when Florida was a 15th ranked team in the country, but then they beat us in the bowl game, so.
Yeah. Throwback to when Auburn was number 24.
Oh my god, we were number 4 against Rutgers. That was week 9, too.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Forgot about that. Oh, you probably could have gotten more yards out of that. Did they give him a first down? Oh no, they probably didn't. Nice, 87. That wasn't bad. Nice play. He was out. He was way out.
Oh, Giants and 49ers. That game still pisses me off.
Why?
Oh, that was the week I lost my football pool
Oh.
because I decided to go ballsy and pick the 49ers knowing I'd never pick them again, and they lost.
Didn't you guys tie for like 5 weeks straight or something stupid?
No, yeah, the final two, they went until, like, to the playoffs or something. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure that pool went to the Super Bowl. It was,
Okay.
it was insane. Anyway,
So, this is a really risky throw.
yeah.
Because he is moving backwards and throwing this in front of him. If that's not Hollywood, I'm not completely sure that that's not picked. That is a very interceptable pass at the NFL level. Okay, nope.
I mean, if you're gonna miss way the hell out of bounds.
Yeah. 22 straight wins for the defending national champion UCF. He looked like he caught that.
He was pushed out though.
Well, I mean, I think he got a foot down. He got the leg down.
Yeah, he got the knee down and down.
He got lucky he didn't get popped. Of course, he got hammered anyway. Dude, you have a clean pocket.
Huh?
He dropped it.
Okay, I didn't. I thought that was going to CeeDee Lamb.
So did I. Oh, it did.
Well, I don't know who I thought that was going to.
He probably thought it was going to 84,
Yeah.
but it was actually going to CeeDee Lamb back here. Got hands on it. It knocked it loose.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. There you
That's a
go.
good throw.
That's like, he's now what, 1 of 7?
Something like that.
Rip. We'll be up by 14 at the half. Oh. I don't remember where we were. I skipped forward a little bit. Oh well. Wow.
That was a god awful throw.
On 4th down, too. Stay in the pocket. Stay in. Crumble, crumble. Oof. That was not really the best call.
Didn't.
No feel for pressure. I swear this dude is Josh Allen, but like a half foot smaller. And faster. Nice, Hollywood. That's why I take him in the 2nd round. That was a really risky pass. That easily could have been intercepted.
Yeah, probably should have anyway.
That's actually really good ball placement.
Yeah.
But in terms of decision making, not the best of throws. Oh boy. Matt Barkley expected to start in the NFL.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Matt Barkley destroyed the Jets that day. That was hilarious.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he demolished their ass. That was hilarious to see.
Cheer. Oh. Oh, what a game. Oh, that's not. Okay. I was about to say, like, Oklahoma State gave up 66 points to Charlotte, but no, it's basketball.
That would have been something.
I bet they would have, though. If they actually played Charlotte, they probably could have given up 66 points. Yep.
I feel like we'll find the Loch Ness Monster before a Big 12 team has a shutout against a competent team.
You know what's funny, though, is TCU,
Yeah.
for a while, was actually pretty good defensively. I don't remember if they actually had a shutout, but yeah, there was a while there where they were battling with Boise State. Those years, they were really, really good defensively. And you know what's going to happen at some point is one of these coaches is going to come into like the Big 12, one of these Big 12 schools is going to fire one of their coaches, and then one of these coaches is going to come in and say, you know what, we're just going to be the best defensive team in the conference, and no one is going to be able to, I mean, maybe TCU, is going to be able to beat our defense.
Yeah.
And it's going to be something like crap, what's his face? That one defensive coordinator dude, I can't think of his name. But, like, they're going to come in, and it's going to be like, yeah, so we're just going to recruit all the best defensive players in the Big 12, and no one is going to beat us. No one's going to be able to throw or run against us. And then, by winning the Big 12 over and over and over again, we're going to be able to build an offense. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be at Texas.
I could see Kansas doing it with Les Miles, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, true. That's also a very good point. It's like at LSU, they were DBU forever. And yeah, if he's like, hey guys, I was the developer of all these great corners in LSU, why can't I be at Kansas? Brings in all these defensive backs, you're not passing against that secondary. Top of the 12. Interesting. So, final thoughts on Kyle?
I mean, he's alright. But I don't really see. He's not really as good as everyone's hyping up to be.
Yep.
It's like, I'm not seeing this clear-cut number one gap, like quarterback one by like a gap that you could fit an Airbus through. Franchise guy, I don't see that. He's good, definitely has high upside, but right now I don't see that really.
I have a second on
Kyler?
Yep.
Yeah, I still have a first on him because of how high the upside is with him. But yeah, no, I don't have him as my QB1.
For what it's worth, I only have like 16 guys in the first round, and my QB1 Haskins isn't either. And Locke isn't one either.
I mean, if that'd be something if you had Haskins as QB1, yet you had Locke as a first round grade and Haskins didn't. Yeah, that'd be something.
I think Haskins is close to the top of this. I'm going to look real quick. Without pulling up the whole doc. But yeah, keep giving your thoughts on Kyler while I do this.
It's like he kept throwing, like his ball placement was iffy. His accuracy, especially his deep ball accuracy, sucks point blank. His decision making is suspect. At times he gets erratic in the pocket and just kind of, like you said, he moves towards the pressure instead of away from it,
Yep.
So it's like, I can see why, it's like, if someone thinks they can change the small things, I understand, like Cliff Kingsbury thinks he can develop Kyler Murray, which I find absolutely hilarious if he thinks he can do that. Then yeah, you take him at number one because he has the highest upside in the class, quarterback wise. I think that's fair to say that, right?
Yeah.
But he needs a lot more work than people are really saying at this point,
Yep. So yeah, for me, I have Haskins 21 in the class.
Yeah.
With the round 2. I have Kyler Murray 31 in the class with the round 2.
Yeah, I have Haskins, Locke, and Murray all in the first round.
I need to edit this. I have Locke at 38.
The order may change actually no. Haskins I think is pretty solidly submitted as my QB1.
Yep.
So Yeah, I'm
And I think
not.
at this point, Locke is probably pretty much my QB too.
I don't know if I'm gonna willing to do that quite yet, so we'll see. But yeah, I think but I think the gap is a lot tighter than most people are willing to admit. I don't really see that there's a huge gap between Kyler and Haskins.
Yep.
So yeah, all right.
Well, are there any teams other than Arizona? Obviously, we've been talking a lot about the Cardinals, but are there any other teams that you'd like to see him a fit for?
As a fit,
Or who could take him, or who should
I've
take him?
heard that Oakland has a lot of interest in him. They could be a team to take him, but I don't know who else really would want him. Because I haven't heard a lot about what teams have really met with him. Maybe the Giants straight up.
Yep, that's exactly where I was gonna go.
But it's like other than like the Giants, Cardinals, and Raiders, I really haven't heard anything.
Honestly, I really like him in New York. I think that he'd be a very interesting fit for Pat Shurmur because we know that Pat Shurmur can actually develop quarterbacks.
I mean, he made Case Keenum look like a $36
A
million
Pro Bowler,
quarterback.
yeah. And several other guys too. He helped with Teddy Bridgewater's development for a little while. He helped with who's the other guy? Keon Bridgewater. There was a third guy.
Bradford?
Who?
Sam Bradford?
Yes, Sam Bradford. He made Sam Bradford look really good. And honestly, Eli didn't look like a epic disaster last year compared to 2 years ago, at least. Part of that was because they had an O-line in Saquon, but if I remember correctly, I think he actually looked better last year than he did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, him with Pat Shurmur, I think that could be interesting. And then the other thing that Shurmur could do is Kyler Murray with Saquon would make for a very interesting backfield in a ton of ways.
Oh Lord.
In terms of like the options you can utilize, both read, spread, RPO, all that stuff. I mean, that would probably be the most athletic backfield ever assembled,
Yeah.
including Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch, because Lynch was more of a power back. Honestly, that would be really interesting to see. So if there's any team that I think Kyler Murray would be best fit for, in more ways than one, I'm going to go with the Giants.
Yeah.
Both for him and for the team, because honestly, and the other thing too, is that also gives him a year to develop behind Eli. He wouldn't necessarily have to start day one.
Yeah.
Whereas if Arizona takes him and trades Rosen,
He has
he's
to.
your guy for the life of your head coach. And
Yeah.
probably beyond, giving X Kingsbury. So, yeah, whereas with New York, I mean, if imagine if New York gives up like 6 and 17 to trade up to 1, I don't know what that would be on the value chart, but I mean, that would seem to make sense for both teams. Arizona gets 2 picks in the top 20. At
Yeah.
that point, you're probably assuming, okay, Kyler goes 1. Who are your other picks in the top 5?
Bosa. I
Bosa,
see.
Allen, Quinn,
White.
and White. Sure, go with that. You're getting a very good player at 6.
Yeah.
Either Haskins, well, I don't know if that would be a fit necessarily, but just as an outside thought, you can get your best offensive lineman at that point. I think it becomes more reasonable you take Jonah Williams. I think it becomes reasonable that you take a guy like Rashawn Gary and
Yeah.
pray that you can develop his athleticism on your defense.
Yeah. Vance Joseph developing somebody.
I mean, Bradley Chubb didn't look too bad last year, did he?
Well, I mean, Bradley Chubb wasn't supposed to be there at 5, and that was more defensive lineman than Vance Joseph anyway. We have
Uh,
arguably the best defensive line coach in the league, so
okay.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, honestly, at that point, I think hot take. I think Greedy Williams becomes more reasonable. Opposite Patrick Peterson, that would be an interesting combination. I
Yeah.
think at that point you start talking about Ed Oliver. At one point, I had Ed Oliver higher than Quinn. In fact, honestly, hot take, I still do have Ed Oliver higher than Quinn Williams. So you're still getting a top 2 or 3 player in the class. I mean, your possibilities are wide open. So, plus you get that pick at 17, where adding another offensive lineman. So imagine if you get something, or even better, DK and Garrett Bradbury.
Or you could do something like you trade that pick back again, get more picks. God knows who needs them.
I think that would be a little too advanced for Steve Keim, but yeah. I mean, you're getting a haul of a pick if you trade number 1. So that to me would be what I would try and do at this point if someone really likes Kyler that much, and I think Kyler would be good for New York. So I might have to include that in my mock draft.
Yeah.
New York Giants trade 17 and 6 for 1 to take Kyler, and then Arizona takes him. I'm gonna do a mock draft like that tonight. But yeah, any other thoughts on Arizona or Kyler Murray?
Nope, I'm all right.
Sweet. So, with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, learned a thing or two. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter and YouTube. Follow on YouTube and Twitter, like YouTube and Twitter. I guess it works both ways. Oh, subscribe on YouTube, not follow. Whatever. Yes, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitter. And yeah, hopefully you guys like this one enough to check out some of our other videos as well. We've done it. If you guys are looking for quarterback breakdowns on Drew Lock, there's a few other ones as well. I've been really focusing on receivers this year. That's been more my thing. I'm obviously a cornerback guy as well, so I'm going to be doing a lot of those in the coming days. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a fantastic rest of your day, week, or whatever leading up to the draft. For now, peace out.